Welcome to the Alter Ego Comics live sale. Hooray! Pause for applause. Bear with me for a second while I take care of some housekeeping. Housekeeping?
You can't say that on here.
I just did.
The other thing. Yes, I dream of Jeannie.
Hope everyone's doing well tonight on this new comic book day. It's a jam-packed new comic book day. Lots of great stuff that we're going to get to tonight. But because we weren't here last week, we'll also hit on some highlights from last week's new releases. All right, lots of great, familiar, friendly folks here today. Owen and Luis, John, Sarah, Jess, Mark, Marissa, Nathan, Kelly. Awesome, awesome. Angie's by my side over here.
Yep.
You can hear her. So we have a jam-packed show tonight. We have this week's new releases. We have last week's new releases that are still here, if we have them. Does that make sense? We have a couple of short boxes of back issues, and then we have some half-off graphic novels. Hopefully, I'll be able to speak well throughout the rest of the show. So give us a thumbs up or a heart or as many as you want. Feel free to share this with anyone that may appreciate it.
Yep, there it was.
Just appears.
Yep, just started the creepiness.
Hey, Scott and Tony and Chad and Tamara's here now. Awesome. The gang is all here. Let's go ahead and get rolling. Just a reminder, if you see something that you want to purchase, type sold and then the name and number of the item. And we should take a week off all the time. We got a bunch of folks here. We got a huge crowd. Ryan and Michaela. Let's see here. Tony is thanking us for the swap meet last week. Thank you, Tony, and everyone else that set up as vendors, but also others that
participated by coming
attended.
To
yeah, we had a great Saturday. We had good foot traffic. It was a beautiful day. Hopefully our vendors made money. But we'll be doing swap meets on a regular basis. What that means, I don't know. It might be twice a year, might be 4 times a year, probably no more than 4 times a year. So we may not do another one until first quarter next year because of the holidays. But yeah, I'm glad you had a good time, Tony. Thanks for setting up and you and Holly hanging out with us last Saturday. Okay, so Jess is going on a buying ban after this week. I don't like the sound of that, but you know, whatever you need to do. Let's begin. Army of Darkness, 1979, issue number 1, published by Dynamite. It takes place in the South Bronx in 1979. So who's this for? Anybody that's a fan of Army of Darkness or Evil Dead? This one is. Why can I never find the price on these things? I mean, it's not even there. $4. $4 for.
Make it up?
No, $4 for the Army of Darkness, 1979, issue number 1. Just type sold Army of Darkness. Oh, just like that. Tony did it. Nice job, Tony. And Jess, I'm glad you clarified that you were saving money for your move and not your mom. I was concerned.
I was wondering too.
Yes. Next up is issue number 1 of a new 6-issue limited series starring Black Manta. As seen in the Aquaman film, $4 for Black Manta, issue number 1 of 6. This is written by Chuck Brown, artwork by Valentin Delandro. Isn't that a fun name?
It's a mouthful.
Black Manta, number 1, $4. There are several books this week that knocked our socks off. And we're going to get to the first one here. It is Dead Box, issue number 1. It's published by Vault. It's written by Mark Russell, who has quickly become one of my favorite writers. And this is about a small town that doesn't have a red box. They have a dead box. And it's full of movies that no one's ever heard of before. And once people watch those movies,
what happens?
Strange things begin to happen. This is $4. Angie and I were both impressed with Dead Box, issue number 1. You want to add anything to the commentary there?
No, I'll just say sold to Jess.
Sold Dead Box to Jess and sold Dead Box to Sarah.
Why is this box here on the floor?
It's a dead box.
It's going to trip me up.
Oh. I'll put it in front of me.
Okay. That's better for me. Sorry.
Okay. Oh, I'm
So-
back.
I'm likely to trip over it, and I'm got the worst knees in the world.
Sold Dead Box to John. Sold.
Turn it again?
Yep. Dead Box to Kelly.
Got it.
Excellent. We'll keep moving right along. Come back for seconds for Defenders number 2. Not sure who picked up Defenders number 1, but perhaps you would like to come back for seconds and pick up Defenders number 2. $4 for Defenders number 2. We still have copies of number 1 if you are interested. Sold Dead Box to Tamra. Sold Defenders number 2 to Jess. And we will keep on trucking. Elvira meets Vincent Price, issue number 2. I know many of you picked up issue number 1. In fact, we sold out of issue number 1. And now we have issue number 2. $4 for this very interesting, well-written, well-drawn series that I've been pleasantly surprised by. Elvira meets Vincent Price, issue number 2 is $4. And if you'd like to subscribe to any of these titles that you're not already subscribed to, just let us know in the comments and we will hook you up.
The next text right there.
Sold Elvira to Tony, and we'll make sure you're subscribed. I think you might be.
Whoops.
And sold Elvira to Jess. This is another book that knocked our socks off this week. It is called Last Flight Out. It's published by Dark Horse. It's written by Mark Guggenheim, who has done some great stuff for Marvel in the past with Amazing Spider-Man and other books. Artwork is by Eduardo Ferrigado. Sure. This is actually Alex's pick of the week as well. It was a strong contender for both Angie and myself. Last Flight Out is $4. It's a 6-issue miniseries and is about an Elon Musk type individual starts in the year 2031. Too busy with technology and his inventions and his business to be there for the birth of his daughter, to really do much of anything when his wife and daughter are in a car accident. The wife dies, the daughter survives, and then flash forward, let's see, about 30 years. Let me see here. Yep, we go from 2031 to 2055, and the Earth is in shambles. And this gentleman, the Elon Musk type character, is one of the scientists in charge of building spacecraft to get people off of the Earth. And his daughter, whom he is now estranged from, is not part of the group leaving, and he goes after her. So it's really good. I may have given you more information than I needed to there.
I think you did.
I'm sorry. It's really
very
good.
good, though.
It's really good. Last flight
So
out.
We got Jess.
Is going to Jess, sold to John. John wants to subscribe.
I do too.
All right. This is the one that really blew us away. There were 3 that really got us to sit up and take notice as we were reading new comics last night. The first was Deadbox, and then Last Flight Out, and then my pick and Angie's pick is May's book, issue number 1, written and drawn by Jeff Lemire. This is an oversized first issue. It is $6. And what can we say about this?
Well, I normally do not enjoy this kind of art, but the story stole it. Then the art grew on me as it went. It's a lot of black and white with some gray tones,
with some color thrown in. If you're familiar with Jeff Lemire's artwork, it is not good. It is an acquired taste. But I mean, the man has won numerous awards for both his art and his writing. A lot of times he'll get paired up with an artist, in the case of Descender and Ascender with Dustin Gwynn, where Lemire is just killing it, or in like Gideon Falls, where he's working with Andrea Sorrentino. But he also does, usually when it's a very kind of personal project to Lemire, he'll do his own artwork, things like The Underwater Welder, and I'm drawing a blank on Essex County, I think was kind of his first breakthrough. But the Maze book is outstanding. You can kind of get past the artwork, and as Angie said, the story just sucks you in.
And like here he is at the very beginning, and it's about forgetting somebody that you love. So the story is, and you're trying to figure out who this person is, but not being able to remember, not being able to picture. And then there's this red thread through the book from the sweater that
it's a little supernatural. It's slice of life meets possibly supernatural things.
And I hate to say anymore.
Yeah, we really can't say anything else. I don't know. I think his artwork it's so raw that it allows you to connect to the characters maybe a little bit more. So let's see who we got here. We've got Sarah, sold May's book to Sarah and sold to John. And I think Jess probably had it on our pull list already.
She said she was waiting for it. That's up there.
I'm going to hand that to you.
Okay.
And thank you, John, for buying more books from our picks. We appreciate your support. And, what we like, other people may not like, and vice versa. But if you've been watching us long enough, you kind of know maybe we connect, maybe we hit more than we miss with you. Or
personal interest story.
Yeah. Sold May's book to Tamara. Thank you. Outstanding. Okay, we're going to come back for seconds for The Me You Love in the Dark, written by Scotty Young, artwork by Jorge Corona. Issue number 2 is $4. I know lots of you picked up issue number 1. Hopefully you loved it like we did. And issue number 2 is worth coming back for. Let me put it that way.
That artist is having a conversation. With somebody.
With a ghost, perhaps.
We don't know who.
If you read the first issue. Sold May's book to Mark.
I got him.
Okay, cool. We got that. We've got another number 2 this week.
You got a lot of number 2s.
Not All Robots. Hey, written by Mark Russell, the writer of Deadbox. Not All Robots. Number 2 is out. Not All Robots. $4. We still have copies of number 1 if you're interested. This is about a society where every house has a robot. And
the humans are like pets.
The humans are kind of like pets for these robots. It's interesting. Look at this. What a great testimonial. All our picks for John have been hits. Moved him away from only buying superhero books. That's the thing about comics. There are so many to choose from, and it's not just superheroes.
And Mark now has me reading superhero stuff.
Yep, and Angie's shifting from the non-superhero to superhero stuff. Who works for number 2? What does that mean, Ed? Sometimes you got to work for that number 2. You tell that turd who's boss.
Oh, Mark Boker.
Another new number 1 from Aftershock. This is The Search for Who by John Sui and Steve Orlando. Artwork by Rubin. This one was solid. This was a solid number 2. It's about an Afghan war vet. Artwork's real solid, real solid. He comes home to find out that his life has been a little bit of a lie, that his family has been at kind of on the outskirts of a gang war between the Chinese and the Russians because of his lineage. They actually attack his family, and then this Afghan vet teams up with one of his fellow soldiers to take on the gangs. So if you're interested in kind of a crime action story, Search for Who might be for you. It is $5. Yes, happy Star Trek Day to Ed and Jess and Sarah, everyone I know that appreciates Star Trek.
So he's not including me.
No, I'm not. I'm not. Yeah, 55 years. 55 years ago today.
25 years of Blue's Clues and 55 years of...
Between Star Trek Day and that video of Steve from Blue's Clues that's going around the internet, man, all the feels. Got a new Extreme Carnage one-shot, Toxin, excuse me. Part 6 of 8. $4 if you've been playing along with the Extreme Carnage one-shots. We have Toxin.
That confused me. It has a number 1 on it, part 6 of 8.
And thank you, Marvel, for your insane numbering.
Understand.
Sold Toxin to Scott. And speaking of Star Trek Day, we have Star Trek The Mirror War, issue number 0, published by IDW. It is $4. It is a brand new epic adventure because it says so on the cover. It told me. It's written by Scott and David Tipton, who are aces at writing Star Trek comics for IDW. If you're interested in Star Trek The Mirror War, issue number 0, it'll cost you $4. Sold Star Trek Mirror War to Jess. Sold Star Trek Mirror War to Sarah. One more. Sold to Jonathan. Sold Star Trek Mirror War.
That's it.
And we're out of Star Trek Mirror. Oh, I missed it by 1. I'm sorry, Mark. I am sold out of Star Trek, but I will put you on the waiting list. Jonathan Hanover. Yeah.
Hanover? Okay. Good thing you said that.
And Chad would like Toxin if he doesn't have it already. So we will.
I'll just go look real quick.
Okay. Angie's going to check real quick. I'm going to take a sip of her beer. Tonight's show is brought to you by White Raja, India Pale Ale. Okay, let's roll on. maybe. Okay. When this book came out, we actually didn't have any for the shelf, and now we got one in for the shelf. So if you're in the market for the new volume of Chainsaw Man, that would be Chainsaw Man Volume 6, $10. I have one copy. Chad, we pulled a toxin for you. You did not have it in your file. The beer is tasty, Heath. It is tasty. We also have one copy of the new volume of My Hero Academia. This is volume 29, $10 for My Hero Academia, volume 29.
Sold My Hero.
Sold. There goes My Hero. Sold to Scott Mannon. We have a new publisher in the manga world. It's Ablaze Publishing. They've been doing standard size comics for a while now, but they have one of their first manga books, Crueler Than Dead. This is $13. It is a zombie horror thriller. No one knows where it started, but when the world finally realized what was going on, it was already too late. I must say the artwork in here is fantastic. There's a head getting chopped off. Crueler Than Dead. Looks like it's going to be pretty good. $13. We'll move on to non-manga new releases this week for graphic novels. We've got Deep Beyond Volume 1. This is the one that's written by Mirka Andolfo. Artwork by David Goy. Written by Mirka Andolfo and David Goy. Artwork by Andrea Brocardo. This is an underwater thriller, kind of sci-fi action-adventure. Collects the first 6 issues of Deep Beyond and is $17. We have the next installment of the Mighty Marvel Masterworks Digest editions with the Avengers, Earth's Mightiest Heroes. $16, collects the first 10 issues of the Avengers by Stan Lee and Jack Kirby. Includes the first appearance of Kang the Conqueror, soon to be seen throughout the Marvel Universe, Marvel Cinematic Universe, I should say. So if you want to take a look at the first 10 issues of the Avengers in a great package here, we've got $16 for Mighty Marvel Masterworks Avengers. And Luis, are you coming sold on Avengers? Let me know.
Mark, I got you for sold on Crueler Than Dead.
Yes. Sold Avengers to Tony and sold Avengers to Luis. He had one, yeah. All right, we've got a new horror series that I actually want to check out because it's Joe Hill, the writer of Lock and Key.
I knew you were going to say that.
We've got Basket Full of Heads. This collects the entire miniseries, the entire 7-issue miniseries. It is $18. The soft cover of Basket Full of Heads by Joe Hill. Artwork is by Leo Max. One word, Leo Max. Thank you, Brain Damage. Brain Damage is in Mexico. Says we are the best. Thank you very much. Watching over on the YouTubes. We have the hardcover collected edition of Batman Fortnite 0 Point. This is $25. It does include all 7 codes redeemable within the game of Fortnite for exclusive DC skins. Batman Fortnite 0 with this shiny acetate die cut cover. It is also shrink wrapped. That's why we're seeing it. It is a hardcover. $25 for Batman Fortnite 0 Point. Gives you the complete miniseries, issues 1 through 6, plus 7 redeemable codes for Fortnite. I bet Kevin would like that.
I was thinking the same thing. Maybe Uncle Dan would like it.
Look at this. Look at all the love. This is not a contest, but thank you. Thanks, Luis. We appreciate your support through the years. We have a fantastic addition to your Batman Joker Harley library in Joker Harley Criminal Sanity. This collects the entire 8-issue miniseries, plus the Joker Harley Criminal Sanity Secret Files. $35 for this oversized hardcover. This is very much a almost like a Gotham Central-esque story. Very Law and Order, Criminal Intent like. So if you're looking for a
look at the picture on the back. Like, that is just stunning.
Well, the artwork inside is stunning too. It's a combination.
Oh yeah, of those black, white, and gray with some color mixed in. I can handle black and white books when there's a sprinkling of color.
I know many of you picked this up in single issues, but if you haven't checked it out, I think you're going to dig it.
Yeah, it is a little oversized.
Brad Meltzer says it's as brutal and cruel as Gotham itself. Cami Garcia and her disturbed co-conspirator artists are about to make you uncomfortable in the very best way. $35 for this. Moving right along.
Yeah, because
Speaking of disturbing and making you uncomfortable, shock suspense stories. The EC Archives, available in softcover from Dark Horse Comics, oversized softcover. $20 gets you the first 6 issues, of shock suspense stories with a foreword by Steven Spielberg. While most of the comic books were devoted to costume superheroes, Gaines was using the medium to educate his audience in
like murder?
how to kill people. We have several copies available, but we will sell one to Tamara. Thank you very much. It is a huge week for comics.
It is, and then you got last week, and
yeah. The rest of our stack of new releases is all ages stuff. So listen up, those of you with kids or those of you that enjoy all ages material. We've got the new volume of Superhero Girls. It's called Ghosting. This is $10. I love the way the DC Superhero Girls tackle contemporary subjects in a very fun is not the right word, but light-hearted and familiar way with recognizable characters.
it gives kids a different way to maybe handle a situation they're in.
Humor, heart, and positive messages for young superhero fans.
Ghosting?
Yeah. You know, that's when you text somebody and they don't text you back or something. I don't know.
Yeah, something like that.
Also, for the world of young readers, we have City of Dragons, The Awakening Storm. This is published by Scholastic. It is $13. And you want to give some insight into this?
I really, really like it. And it was kind of a tearjerker. It kind of got a hold of me right in the beginning. And then it's about how she's finding out about dragons and stuff. That's a really good sell, I know. I really like it. I think it's going to be a big...
It's a girl that moves to Hong Kong with her mom and her new stepdad. She's concerned about making friends at her fancy new boarding school. And a mysterious old woman gifts her a dragon egg during a field trip. And the egg hatches overnight. She ends up with a dragon.
But we do know who her dad is in the beginning. And so it's the, he dies.
Spoiler alert.
It's not, because it happens right at the very beginning.
That's a spoiler.
Okay.
Unless it tells you on the back that
Okay. Well, there is some death in it. In case
sold City of Dragons to Michaela. We do have multiple copies of that if anyone else would like a copy.
Even with the spoiler.
Yes. This one is just gosh darn beautiful. And we read the first couple issues in single issues.
Yep.
And I cannot wait to check this out.
Didn't have time to
Now
read
that
it
the
last
trade is
night.
out, this is The Last Witch from Boom Studios, $15. It's a digest size, collects the 5-issue series. It is but takes place in
Did you try again?
Angie's phone is listening to us as always,
Wow, that's
or her
weird.
watch. I don't even know what page to show because they're all freaking gorgeous.
But the art is amazing. And
What is this about? It's about a young girl that may be a witch.
right. And the old lady is trying to help her, I believe.
And it's her grandma, right?
Right. Or they call her something else, but
Yeah.
it's like a grandma.
Well, let's check our quantities on this.
Okay.
Sold Last Witch to Jess.
That would've been the only one we had.
No,
We have some up front. Maybe. Let me go look.
stand by. We got to see how many of these we had.
I think that's the only one that was on that.
That might be the last one we have. If we only have one, I'm sorry.
Yeah, there's none on the top shelf here.
We will order more for anyone that didn't get one. Let me check our inventory. Be right back.
While he's doing that, I'll tell you about the next all ages book. It's Ms. Marvel. And this one, it's really, the title is fitting. It's about her feeling stretched too thin. You know, she's trying to be a good superhero and do superhero training. She's trying to do, I don't know, I guess she's got like a fan log thing that she's doing.
Fan log?
Let me see if they tell me what it is in here.
Like a blog?
Yeah, like fan fiction. And she's taking care of her nephew. Anyway, it's about being stretched too thin. And this one is $12.99.
So The Last Witch is going to Jess, and Scott and Michaela, I will try to order copies for you, as well as more copies for the store. My apologies. I thought we had more than we did. We must have sold some between the time I left the shop and came back tonight. And the Ms. Marvel book that Angie was talking about is the first from Scholastic. So this is the new partnership between Marvel and Scholastic. The first one was a Miles Morales book that came out about a month or 6 weeks ago. And now we have a new one with Ms. Marvel.
And
it
if
is
you read
$13.
Miles Morales, this is, you know, in that same vein. It's very much putting her in some real situations. And
Sold Ms. Marvel to Jonathan and Caitlin. I will order Jonathan Hanover, sorry. And I will order a copy of Last Witch for you, Caitlin. Thank you.
Okay, I'll put this one back.
Also from Scholastic, we have SpiderHam, Great Power, No Responsibility. $9 for this one. It is a fantastic looking SpiderHam story where he has in the world of SpiderHam. Apparently the Hulk is a giant green rabbit type thing. There's J. Jonah Jameson up there.
Chad Last Witch is $14.99. Sorry.
Yep. I don't know. I'm sorry. So all kinds of Marvel from Scholastic this week. SpiderHam. That's right, Jonathan. I think you have a son who likes SpiderHam. Or maybe I'm misremembering or making that up. Oh, Hawkeye. Hawkeye is like a bird.
Okay, give it
Wait,
here.
okay.
You sold
That's the only
last
one?
So
Get
I
outta
just put
town.
one in there already.
Okay.
So I got Jonathan. Now I'm getting Scott.
All right. We're out of SpiderHam. Sorry. I got to order more SpiderHam now. Sold to Jonathan and sold to Scott. Thank you both. And our last new release for children, we do
There's
have
3.
We have 3 copies. I'm going to check in advance. Is Treasure in the Lake, which again looks phenomenal. This is published by I thought it was Oni, but it's Harper Alley. You read this, and your description was insane.
Well, I said it's an action adventure story of a girl who's really adventurous, and her friend, he's kind of like, he doesn't want to do the adventurous stuff she wants to do. So it's like that when teenagers become, they kind of lose their way with their friends. But this kind of story is how they come back together, and there's a treasure in the lake.
There's something in the lake. I think the way you pitched it to me after you read it was it's about this Two friends that go on an adventure in the lake or something.
Well, but it is also written
It's
by
not.
the...
It's not. This is a pull quote.
Oh, okay. The guy who wrote Amulet.
It was praised by Kazu Kibushi, who wrote Amulet, a beautifully drawn coming-of-age adventure story. We might be out right now. We're out. Yep. Sold to Michaela, sold to Jess, sold to Kelly. Oh, Jonathan, I'm now out, but I will put you down for a copy of Treasure in the Lake. And Chad, I will put you down for The Last Witch.
Who was after Jess?
Kelly Copen.
I didn't look. That one wasn't up on the front shelf either.
No, because it's new this week.
Okay. Well, no, I have that other new end cap that sometimes I put stuff on. Anyway, okay, so you're writing Sold Treasure in the Lake. You went for Hanover.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Okay. Whew. That takes us through this week. Let's go back in time to last week. We have a few things that we still have that are worth mentioning, including Batman Fear State Alpha. This is the one shot that kicks off the Fear State storyline, which will, I believe, wrap up James Tynion's run on Batman. So this is $5 for Batman Fear State Alpha. Last week, we also celebrated the 80th anniversary of Aquaman. So we have the Aquaman 80th anniversary special, $10, featuring stories by Aquaman creators past and present. Jeff Parker, Jeff Johns, Stephanie Phillips, Marguerite Bennett, Dan Jurgens, all kinds of stuff.
And those are how much?
These are $10 for the Aquaman 80th anniversary.
Okay.
Sold Fear State to Kelly.
Is that...
That's this one.
Okay.
Oh, there's a couple more Aquamans that got left behind.
Right. But
We have several different covers, but I'm not necessarily going to go through them because we have like 4 different ones. All right. I know everyone's been chomping at the bit for this. Judas Priest. Rock and Roll Comics Judas Priest is $3.50. $3.50 will get you the Rock and Roll Comics Judas Priest. This is black and white. It's by the same team that brought you the Oingo Boingo comics not too long ago. And I really enjoy that because I'm an Oingo Boingo fan. But maybe you're a Judas Priest fan and you want this rock and roll biography of Judas Priest for $3.50. Sold Batman Fear State to Mark. I think we pulled it for you already, Mark.
Putting it in here, and then if it's wrong, you'll put it back.
We auto pulled it for anybody that was that had Batman on their pull list.
Okay.
Oh, you didn't get a chance to read this because we didn't read last week.
No.
It's a new one from J. Michael Straczynski. From the creator of Babylon 5, which we are still watching with our 12-year-old. We're halfway through season 4. It is such a great show.
It is.
We have J. Michael Straczynski returns to the world of Telepaths in a new series. So no connection to Babylon 5, no connection to really anything else. I believe it takes place within the same world as The Resistance, but Telepaths was a solid first issue, 6-issue miniseries. $4 for Telepaths issue number 1. Artwork by Steve Epting, who did the art on the Winter Soldier story arc. So written by J. Michael Straczynski, artwork by Steve Epting. I'm really loving JMS's stuff. I'm actually reading his new novel, Together We Will Go, and man, it is powerful. About halfway through that. Highly recommended. And Ryan, yes, the Judas Priest comic is a one-shot.
Is this the right spot?
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to have to read that.
Stay tuned because we do have some back issues and half-off graphic novels coming up soon. I only have 2 copies of this. This was my pick of the week 2 weeks ago, and we sold out of it before we got to the live sale. It is Lester of the Lesser Gods. This is a one-shot written by Eric Powell, creator of The Goon. Written by Eric Powell, Lucky Yates, and Matt Cushing, artwork by Gideon Kendall. You like this book. Don't God me.
I did, but I also didn't. You know, there's that part of me that likes to be
clean.
Yes.
Lester of the Lesser Gods is a one-shot. It is $4. It is funny as hell.
It is funny.
And is about this guy, Lester, who is the offspring of an old barmaid and Odin. And when the end times come,
as I read it, I would just say the lines that I thought were funnier than all get out to him across the room.
I would just hear her say, "Oh my God."
And then I would say it.
All right, they're both gone. Sold Lester to Scott and John. Caitlin, I will put you down for a copy for Dustin. Dustin, right. It can be for anybody, Caitlin.
I laughed. That's all I'll say.
It's funny.
It's funny in a wrong way.
Oh, you should read Satan's Sodomy, baby.
Should I?
Yeah. I almost bought, Kyle has a copy. I think I gave mine away many years ago. That's also by Eric Powell. It's so funny and so wrong in so many ways. Caitlin wants a Lester. Okay, thanks for that, folks. The other big release last week was Dark Ages from Marvel. This is a new miniseries written by Tom Taylor, the master of the alternate universe stories for DC with Injustice and Deceased, and current writer of Nightwing and Superman, Son of Kal-El. Dark Ages is not in continuity with Marvel. It features many, many, many familiar Marvel characters, but something, an EMP goes off, something basically sets the Marvel universe back to the Dark Ages. So there's no electricity. There's all kinds of bad stuff happening. If you're a fan of Tom Taylor's other work, I think you will like it. It's $5 for issue number 1. Dark Ages, yes. All right, on to last week's trades. Let's start with manga. We have Rent a Girlfriend, Volume 1. This is ages 16 and up, $13. You got to be at least 16 to rent a girlfriend. This is published by Kodansha. It's a very popular title, or so I'm led to believe. Rent a Girlfriend, Volume 1, $13.
No, it was on that top, however many list, top 20 or top.
I think it was on BookScan's top sellers from last year.
Yeah. I'll hold them for you.
Okay. Also, manga fans and Disney fans, check out The Nightmare Before Christmas manga. This is, let's see, apparently an adaptation of The Nightmare Before Christmas, $11.
Is this on here?
Yeah.
There's R, there's S. Nightmare Before Christmas.
Sold Nightmare Before Christmas to Marissa. And this is new this week. I just had it buried under a pile of other things. Some of you pre-ordered this, so if you did, you have your copies in your files. We have Manga Art Secrets, the definitive guide to drawing awesome artwork in the manga style. $20 for this one. It is normal kind of oversized book size. Normal oversized book size.
That's can you say that again?
I'm very good at my job.
Times?
Yes. But if anyone wants to learn how to draw manga, or if you have children that are interested in drawing manga, this would be great. Maybe hold it until Christmas. Sold Nightmare Before Christmas to John.
I put it in his file already.
Okay.
Oh, we might have to get one of those since the kid's got art right now.
The kid?
Weeks.
Yes.
Very
popular last week, new release, Batman Adventures, Cat Got Your Tongue. This is a $10 digest size collection of Batman, Catwoman stories from the world of Batman, the animated series. So perfect for the young and the young at heart. Or as DC says, it's a graphic novel for everyone. We also have the collected edition of Thor and Loki, Double Trouble. $14 collects the 4-issue miniseries. It is also digest size. Looks like we got lots of Thors on there and lots of Lokis. Thor and Loki are the ideal agents of chaos. Well, thanks for that pull quote that means nothing. But I think Jonathan Hanover picked this up. Hopefully he liked it or the kids liked it in single issues.
Batman to Luis.
Luis? Yes.
I put it in there.
Okay. Thor, Loki, Double Trouble, $14. We have the first volume of the current Eternals series by Kieran Gillen and Esad Ribic. Collects the first 6 issues, $18 for Eternals Volume 1. Is anyone excited for Eternals? Let us know in the comments. What? I don't think you read the Eternals. I don't think she did. Ribic's artwork is outstanding. I forget how awesome it is. He did such a great job on Jason Aaron's Thor. And again, he's killing it here with the Eternals. So we have some folks that are excited about Eternals. Mark and Ed.
Where did the Eternals go? On the wall?
On the new this week.
Okay.
Caitlin is. That's good. I'm absolutely going to go see it. I just have no kind of enthusiasm for it because despite reading comics for most of my life, I could not tell you anything about the Eternals. But we went to see Shang-Chi over the weekend, and Angie and our son Kevin and I all enjoyed it. I thought it was very good. It was great to see, and the first movie back in the theater for us since COVID.
Yep.
We enjoyed it.
Oh my.
Space Bastards, Volume 1, written by Derek Robertson, the artist of The Boys. I take that back. He's not writing it. Eric Peterson and Joe Aubrey are the writers. Derek Robertson is the artist. This is $20. It collects the first lots of issues of Space Bastards. And I remember, issues 1 through 6. And I remember reading the first issue of this and being kind of pleasantly surprised. This is, let's see here.
I think, did I read that?
A Looney Tunes-esque parade of debauchery and dynamism.
Dynamism?
Yes. Where the interplanetary ensemble cast of Space Bastards under the volatile leadership of Postmaster General Roy Sharpton. This is all about mail delivery in the future. Crazy. Ed thinks that a lot of people will look at the Eternals like they did the first Guardians of the Galaxy film.
Does he want the Eternals thing?
No.
Or he wants to watch them?
Yes. And believe it or not, I'm walking on air. Believe it or not, we had another EC Comics release last week, The Vault of Horror, Volume 1, $20. R.L. Stein says, as you enter the Vault of Horror, your eyes will bulge and your hands will tremble. Collects issues 12 through 17 in Volume 1 of The Vault of Horror. I only have one copy left of Vault of Horror.
You're on single issues now?
I think we're on to some back issues, yeah. Yep. All right, let's get on to some back issues. Thank you, Ed, for quickly getting the Greatest American Hero logo up on the screen. Here, we'll share that. There it is. It's about time for that to be remade, right?
Why not?
All right, now we are on to back issues. We'll be doing sets. First come, first serve. Usually only one of each available. We'll start with Daredevil Shadowland. This is a 5-issue miniseries. $15 for Daredevil Shadowland.
You can have a sticker on it.
Because I didn't price them. We've got some Secret Wars miniseries. Now, this is the recent Secret Wars. We've got the Corvac Saga, $15 for this 4-issue miniseries. Just put them back, and if I need to get them out, I will. We've got the entire Secret Wars miniseries, including a Scotty Young variant for issue number 1, $35 for 9 issues of Secret Wars. This is is this Hickman or Remender? I think it's Hickman.
Here, I'll hold it.
Doom, 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 doom. $35 for Secret Wars issues 1 through 9. We have a 2-issue She-Hulk miniseries, She-Hulk Ceremony, $5. This is written by Dwayne McDuffie, artwork by Robin Chaplik. She-Hulk Ceremony, 2-issue miniseries for $5.
And you're going to be putting some other single issues out this week that you're not going through right now?
Yes, so we have lots of Daredevil single issues, starting with the Kevin Smith written Guardian Devil storyline. We have a lot of She-Hulk single issues going all the way back to Savage She-Hulk and running through the next couple of series.
She-Hulk. So people who like She-Hulk, there's some here that will be out.
So She-Hulk Ceremony went to Doug. But we have the Dan Slott She-Hulk series. We have the Charles Soule She-Hulk series. All those are going out tomorrow.
Cover price?
Oh, no. They're priced. They're not all cover price, but let's see what else we got here. Oh, look at this. You know what? Today is, what's that? Star Trek Day. Star Trek Countdown to Darkness, 4-issue miniseries, $15. We have the Star Trek Crew miniseries, written and drawn by the legendary John Byrne, $20 for this 5-issue miniseries. If you do want to buy any of the Star Trek comics, please do not say sold Star Trek because we have a whole box of Star Trek. So that was Star Trek Crew. We also have Star Trek Countdown to Darkness. We've got Star Trek The Wrath of Khan movie adaptation, $10 for the Star Trek Wrath of Khan movie adaptation. This appears to be 3 issues.
Jess, I got you for Star Trek Crew.
Those are rowers, right?
Yep.
Those are rowers. Star Trek Crew? Never mind. If I have to explain it, it's not funny.
It's not fun.
Sold Star Trek Khan to Ed.
Okay.
Speaking of Khan, we have Star Trek Khan Ruling in Hell. 4-issue miniseries, $15 for Star Trek Khan Ruling in Hell.
So this is a second Star Trek con. So if somebody wants the one that's ruling in hell, let me know.
I gotta spread these out here. Got too many of the same.
The same title?
Yep. Jess, did you want Khan Ruling in Hell, or were you responding to the first Khan series?
You can go on, because I will. Sure.
Oh, we're not going to force it. We have Star Trek Manifest Destiny, 4-issue miniseries, $15, set within the J.J. Abrams verse, or the Kelvin verse, I should say.
earwigs get him every time he starts.
The earwigs get me every time too.
They really get him. They're like.
Have I told the story of me seeing Star Trek 2 in the theater with my dad? Not lately. So let me tell it on this Star Trek day. So my dad asked me which movie I want to see. This is 82, whenever The Wrath of Khan came out. And I think my choices were down to Firefox with Clint Eastwood, which I've still never seen, and Star Trek 2, The Wrath of Khan. So it must have been like opening weekend or something. We get to the theater, like nowhere to sit at all. And the only seats available were one in front of the other. So I sit in front, my dad sits behind me. And in that scene where Chekhov and Terrell start to have the earwigs come out, Terrell kills, vaporizes himself, and Chekhov collapses, and the Seti eel comes out. All of a sudden, my dad's hands came over my eyes. Let's see, I was 9 at the time. My dad's hands came over my eyes, and I didn't see it. I didn't see what happened, but it scared the crap out of me. And it took me like less than that. It took me many years to actually watch that scene to see what happens, because I thought it must be so horrifying, because my dad clamped his hands over my eyes in the theater when that happened. So little did I know it was not extremely horrifying, but maybe it would have scared my sensitive 9-year-old self. So there's my story of Star Trek 2. Star Trek, the adaptation of the first J.J. Abrams film. This is I don't know how many issues, but it feels like 6. 1, 2, 3. It is indeed 6 issues for $20. Might be more than 6. Adaptation of Star Trek by J.J. Abrams.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's 6.
We have Star Trek Nero 4-issue miniseries, $15. Starting to lose my voice. All right, now that we've put some distance between cons, we have another Star Trek Con miniseries. This is inspired by Star Trek Into Darkness. 5 issues for $20, Star Trek Con. And I believe that's the last Star Trek Con series that we will come across tonight. We have Star Trek Starfleet Academy 5-issue series set within the Kelvin universe. $20 for Starfleet Academy.
Sold Starfleet Academy to Jess.
And I'm putting out a bunch of single Star Trek issues, so my local Star Trek fans, make sure you look through the short boxes. We have a bunch of the photo comics by John Byrne. Too many really to go through on the show here tonight, but these are super cool, these photo comics. Be glad to show you if you come into the shop.
If you say so.
We'll stay with Star Trek and do the Kirk Fu Manual. This is half off. Originally $15, on sale for $7.50. I have 1 copy left. Star Trek Kirk Fu Manual. Got to know the Kirk Fu. Oops.
You dropped your bookmark.
A guide to Starfleet's most feared martial art. Kirk Fu.
Louise, this got some.
Sold Kirk Fu to Luis. Thank you. We're going to get on to our half-off graphic novels. Some of these are scratch and dents. Some of them are clearance. They're all worth your time and money. First is The Lost City of Heracleon. This was originally $27. So let's call it $13.50. That would be the math. This is, I talked about this, I think, when it came out. It is one of the most unique kind of YA books, and it skews on the older edge of YA. But just the packaging, the story, it's about these two boys. One of them's father has gone missing, and
I'm creeped out. That's what I'm reading over.
they end up going to this weird space. And they turn them into things. I don't know.
Jess
has it, and she says it's really good. So listen to Jess. Listen to Jess and us. You can get this for half off, $13.50 for The Lost City of Heracleon. We have a giant, and this is brand new, but it is on clearance. The Super Mario Brothers Encyclopedia. This is the collector's edition, $80 retail, on sale for $40. So it's slipcased, it's ginormous. The deluxe edition comes with one of 4 randomly packed covers, accentuated with shimmering holofoil and housed in a question block slipcase. So Super Mario Brothers Encyclopedia, deluxe edition, originally $80, on sale for $40. I just want to like jump and go doink. Stay in the world of video games. We've got The Legend of Zelda, Ocarina of Time. This was originally $18, on sale for $9. This does have a little crease here. This was why it's kind of a scratch and dent. $9 for The Legend of Zelda, Ocarina of Time. This one is new, and it is just on clearance. Sold Zelda to Caitlin. October Faction, originally $20, on sale for $10. This was a short-lived Netflix series, but a better graphic novel by Steve Niles, creator of 30 Days of Night. October Faction, on sale for $10. This is also brand new, just clearanced out. We're making out with the old to make room for the new. This is The Plunge.
You mean to put these on it?
Yes, please. This is the hardcover, written by Joe Hill, artwork by Stuart Immonen, about a haunted ship. It kind of looks a little bit like X-Files and Alien. $25 originally, on sale for $12.50. It's a hardcover. I have 3 copies of Plunge by Joe Hill and
That
Stuart
back cover
Immonen.
That's kind of my nightmare right there.
Yeah?
On the back?
This is Angie's nightmare. Sold Plunge to Owen. I have 2 copies left. Sold Plunge to Doug. And sold Plunge to Chad.
Just a second,
Next up is a scratch and dent. It is Star Wars Darth Vader Volume 1. This is the current series. Collects the first 5 issues. Originally 16, on sale for $8. And it just has a ding in the corner there. Star Wars Darth Vader Volume 1, current series, on sale for $8. Sold Darth Vader to Scott. We've got The Power of the Dark Crystal. This is Volume 2. Originally $17, on sale for $8.50. And this has some corner spine damage there. Power of the Dark Crystal, on sale for $8.50. What?
Nothing.
Jess is signing off. fantastic next year. So hopefully we'll see you sooner than that, Jess, but all the best with your move and the new job and all that fun stuff. And I know we'll stay in touch. That's the beauty of Comic Hub. But thank you for your support over the last several years. Nobody else is leaving, right? I'm all sad. I can't go on. Take over.
Okay, what do we have? Ghost Rider.
Ghost Rider by Daniel Way. The complete collection collects Ghost Rider 1 through 19 from 2006, originally 35 on 35. Some half of that would be 1750. And this has a crease down the back. Here you can see that. So a scratch and dent, but still worth it for 19 issues of Ghost Rider by Daniel Way. It's even got some Mark Texera artwork in there. Look at that. This is a clearance item. We've got Invincible Iron Man Ironheart. Collects the Invincible Iron Man issues 1 through 5, featuring Riri Williams as Ironheart. Originally 20, on sale for 10. Another clearance item, Invaders Volume 1 by Chip Zdarsky. Originally 18, on sale for 9. Sold Ironheart to Luis. Punisher, the Complete Collection, Volume 3 by Garth Ennis and Goran Parlov. Originally 35, on sale for $17.50. Collects the Punisher number 31 through 49. This is a clearance item. Wolverine versus the Marvel Universe. This is a clearance item. $35 originally, on sale for $17.50. This has some fantastic. Oh, I'm sorry. This is a scratch and dent. There's a little ding up in the corner here. You can't even see it. Let's try this. Yeah, it's pretty minuscule, but it's still a scratch and dent. $17.50 for Wolverine versus the Marvel Universe. It includes Captain America Annual number 8, which has got that fantastic Mike Zeck cover. Daredevil 249, Spider-Man versus Wolverine number 1, Incredible Hulk 340, and I've talked too much. Sold Wolverine to Angela O'Brien. Another scratch and dent, Blade Runner 2019, Volume 2. This one has another corner issue. There you go. That's a good look at it. Originally 17, on sale for $8.50 for Blade Runner 2019, Volume 2. We sold Wolverine to Angela. Yeah.
Sold Dark Ages. Is that this?
That's the comic that.
Over here.
Yeah. Right there.
I'll find it. I know. Can I help with it?
Got another. You know what? I think this is just clearance. Heroes for Hire by Dan Abnett and Andy Lanning. Collects the first 12 issues. Plus some other odds and ends. Originally 35, on sale for $17.50. Thanos Wins by Donnie Cates and Jeff Shaw. A little bit of a scratch and dent. There's a little corner ding down. There you go. You can see that. $20 on sale for 10. Thanos Wins by Donnie Cates on sale for $10.
I got the Heroes for Owen.
Sold Heroes to Owen. Sold Thanos to Owen. Clearance item, Tinseltown, the complete miniseries. This is from our experiment with Alterna Comics. It's actually a really good story about one of the first female police women in Hollywood. Originally $15, on sale for $7.50 for Tinseltown. Let's see. So Owen has backed out of Thanos. That means it's going to Luis. Jessica Jones, Blind Spot. This is by Kelly Thompson. This was, I believe, a digital first comic that was then collected. Originally $20, on sale for $10.
That one's a little dented.
Yeah, it's a little bit of a bend on there. Not sure why this is in here, but we'll do it anyway. There must be an issue. Oh, there it is. There's a spot on the cover. Walking Dead, volume 29. Originally $17, on sale for $8.50. Sold Tinseltown to Doug. Sold Jessica Jones to Jonathan. This one is brand new, just on clearance. Out with the old, make room for the new. The Plot from Vault. This was originally $18, on sale for $9. It's definitely a horror story from our friends at Vault. The Plot, Volume 1, on sale for, what did I say? $9.
Asking me, my brain isn't working anymore.
We're in the home stretch. We're in the home stretch. Got I Hate Fairyland, Volume 2 from Scotty Young. This is a scratch and dent. I'm going to skip that one. Okay. Just a little bit of an issue down here. It's barely anything. I Hate Fairyland, Volume 2.
Sold. Plot. Sorry.
$7.50 for I Hate Fairyland, Volume 2. It has. Power Rangers, Draken, New Dawn.
Should I do it again? Sold Fairyland.
I gotta get this. There we go. You can see the bend in the corner there for this Power Rangers book. Originally $20, on sale for $10. I have 2 copies. They're both in the same state. Got a little bit of cover bendage.
I still have one of the Plot left also.
Yep, we have another copy of Plot. Sold Fairyland. Sold Plot. Oh, did you get Fairyland? Yeah.
I did.
Okay. Star Trek versus Transformers. Star Trek the Animated Series versus Transformers. Scratch and dent. We got a ding down there in the corner.
Look, I sold the Plot.
$18.
I almost sold 2.
Wow.
To Chad.
Sold the Plot to Chad. Star Trek Transformers was originally $18, on sale for $9. We've got Black from Black Mask. I've heard really good things. I mean, look at the pull quotes on the back here. In a world that already hates and fears them, what if only black people had superpowers? Written by Jamal Igle, artwork by Carrie Randolph. I'm sorry, that's not even right.
Sold Transformers to Doug.
Jamal Igle is the illustrator. We got a couple different creators on here. I've been curious to read this, just haven't had time. Dinged up sides here. Black is on sale for $10. So Doug got Star Trek Transformers. Soul Plot. And finally, Rat Queens Volume 1.
Queens.
Originally $10, on sale for $5. This is a steal. We got some,
Soul
again,
Black.
some dingage up here with Rat Queens. There you go. You can see that. $5 for Rat Queens Volume 1. Sold black to John.
Sold rat to Scott. That's him.
Sold rat to Scott. All right, ladies and gents, that is going to do it for tonight. Thank you for hanging with us. Sorry we weren't here last week. We had all kinds of stuff this week to go through, though. We'll just give a shout out again to our pick of the week is The Maze Book by Jeff Lemire. Alex's pick and a close runner-up for us is Last Flight Out. It's not supposed to be upside down. No.
I was looking at it like it was supposed to be.
Lots of great stuff this week. The other new one that we really liked is Dead Box from Vault. So if you're local, come on in and see us. Just a reminder, I'll be putting out these back issues tomorrow. So we'll have single issues of Daredevil and Star Trek and She-Hulk hitting the floor. And I think that's it. So until next time, stay safe, live long and prosper. That's right, Sarah. It is Star Trek Day. We're still going. I have to get home and see all the news for Star Trek Day because they started, I think, at 5 or 5:30 today. But again, we appreciate all of you for hanging out with us, for supporting Alter Ego Comics. We hope to see you soon if you're local. If not, we thank you for your support, even though you may never have set foot in the store. You're awesome. See you next time.